Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Mic check. Sounds like the audio is pretty good. Hopefully it is on your. But Shalom. Shalom Lahabakorium. Shalom. Peace to the elect of Israel. Started with the 144,000 elect men, 12,000 from each tribe, which consists of the so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics or Latinos, so-called Native American Indians, and you Israelite foreigners, speckled birds, Israelites who are scattered among all other nations worldwide, looking like the other nations. Shalom totally. Before we get started with this lesson, I'm going to face the east, and let's give the much due all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH, Halalyam, NAWA, HAYA, NAWA, YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops of Great Millstone, and much due respect to you, the Akim that's laboring in works. Shalom to you believers, to the Akim YAHAWAH, which will be your brothers, and few among the sisters who do subscribe to this truth. Our RAWCHAA, Father willing, that this lesson is edifying and plain upon the pages. I'm your brother Malkaya, representing warriors for YAHAWASHI, has to be Texas. Okay. All right, so today's topic, there's two reasons of what motivated me or inspired me to do this lesson, because today is just one of those days, especially as it is, man, this truth, you know, you could just see it, you know, like we're not respected. The people, majority of our women, the Israelite women, so black women, especially so-called black, the Hispanic women, Latino women, Native American Indian women don't have a deep reverence for us, right? They don't fear us. They don't admire us. They don't respect us. The complete opposite. They disrespect us. They're real quick to throw us under the bus. They still this day still partaking in the oppression towards us as a nation. Okay, believing that the so-called white man is for them, but really the so-called white man, the Edomites, is against them. He's using you women to go against us as a nation. And Elder Apostle Gabar did a video too yesterday that Brother had to teach last night, and I'm gonna play that video too. But before I play that video, I do want to operate before I even play that video, so I don't get pregnant shit. But lessons we're going to go to, like rise up the women that are ease, I will make a man go Christian, fine go pretty much. Okay? Because you know, we as a nation, especially the Israelite man, the so-called black man, the Southern Kingdom brothers, our Judite brothers, has been beaten down so low that a lot of us, a lot of our men lack confidence. Okay, all right, and that's something that we all learning as men to this day, girding up our loins like men, understanding that we're the prize, right? The elect men, right? We being the hopeful elect, speaking to be the elect, right? Coming back to remembrance that, hey, I'm Yahshua, He Prince Power, princes, sons of the Most High YAHAWASHI, but in a confident, in a meek, confident way. All right. So let me share my screen with y'all right quick. Let me play this clip for y'all right quick. Present. Bear with me. I'm gonna play this video for y'all real quick. It's like 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 39 seconds long. Just listen to what he's saying. Okay, but before I even play that, Let me read this copyright disclaimer and even show it too, so I can look at that right quick. Bear with me. I ain't trying to cover it, especially the main channel too. Alright. Disclaimer. Copyright disclaimer under section 107 or 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching. And that's what I'm doing right now through the Spirit of Power YAHAWAH, teaching. I'm not getting paid to do this. Scholarship and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing non-profit, educational, or personal tips to balance in favor or fair use. Okay, put that out there. So now I'm actually ready to put this spirit. Yeah, with me, BAHASHAM. All right, make sure you can see that. All right, let me put it up there. Like that. Check this out. Oh shit, my bad. All right, so I'm about to play this video. You can give me a thumbs up too on the audio, BAHASHAM, if it's good, if it's okay. Thumbs up. Okay, I'm gonna play right.
When there's no more police, women will stop their strong and independent BS. I don't know if you notice this or not, but there's like a major shortage of law enforcement right now. I see advertisements on TV, like during football games, it'll be an advertisement that goes, join the whatever city PD, join the sheriff's department, you'll get free training, free this, free that, and you'll get a $40,000 sign-on bonus. I hear these ads on the radio too, especially like during sports talk shows, and for the life of me, I swear, I've never heard or seen a cop advertisement in my entire life, but now I see and hear them all the time like crazy. It's clear that there's a major law enforcement shortage going on. Heck, I've even seen news stories covering it, and at the end of the segment, it'll say like, call 1-800-whatever if you want to talk to a recruiter in your area to join the force. But yeah, I see these stories all the time about a cop shortage. Crazy, right? Now, the main event that started this shortage was the Derek Chauvin Floyd incident. This made like 35% of the force retire literally overnight, and the ones still working are now currently quote-unquote quiet quitting. They still go into work and stuff, they just avoid confrontation. So they basically let all the bad guys run around free because they don't ever want to find themselves in a Derek Chauvin-like situation. So basically, in other words, cops aren't doing crap these days. They mostly drive around, do paperwork, and let the bad guys run around free. In any situation that requires a gun, they're like, screw that, I'm out of here, suckers. Most women this day and age act the way they do because they know they have the law and law enforcement on their side. Most chicks act like total invincible pricks because they know they can whip out their phone at any given second and call 911 and boom, cops are right there to listen to their every command. So the question is easy access to law enforcement and protection the reason why 99.9% of women act like mean little snobby pricks? And the answer is 100% yes. But here's the even bigger question. What will happen in about 10 years when that law enforcement they depend on oh so much goes away? That cop squad that's no longer around because BS lawsuits drove them out of town. What will women do? Who will they turn to? How will they act when it's 1850s Wild West all over again? Just give it about 10 years or so, and there won't be any cops around whatsoever. And when this happens, women will be running scared again. No more of the strong and independent BS. These beachy little attitudes will go right out the window. And these chicks who choose to be single will be begging for a man to have protection. In 10 years, These Tinder one-night stand chicks will be history. Women will need men once again to survive, and they won't be used for some cheap one-night stand dick. Because when all the cops are gone, there's gonna be no rules like the Old West. Women will be running scared, and all that independent and strong BS they believe will go right out the window. They will be terrified once again. When law enforcement isn't present, women will be obedient to their men, and that's the way it should be, because they will need their men for their survival.
All right, so you heard there, right? So I left the link in the description box. You're more than welcome to tap on it, and it will take you directly to this to the individual channel. I think it's Shannon, something along that line. But the link is in the description box. You just have to tap it, especially if a brother's want to get spirits onto you. But just okay, so all right. This Matthew chapter 12. All right, chapter 12, 36. Let's see. Let me do this one. All right, so the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verses 36 and 37. And this is red lettering. So the Messiah is speaking, and his name is YAHAWASHI. He deliverer, he's salvation, he saves, he delivers. All right, the elect on this side, in this lifetime. So it states it there in the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36. But I say unto you that every idle word, right, every useless word, that every idle word that men shall speak, it also applies to you women, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment. For by thy words thou shalt be justified, and by thy words thou shalt be condemned. Right, condemned, sentenced to a particular punishment, especially death. So we can get this in a Good News translation. In the Good News translation, it reads, okay, you can be sure that on the judgment day, you will have to give account of every useless word, right? Idle word. Every useless word you have ever spoken. Your words will be used to judge you, to declare you either innocent or guilty. So, for an example, about the American woman, feminist woman, and I'm talking to our women, the so-called Black women, Hispanic women, Native American Indian women, who said things like, and they're still saying things to this day like, I don't need a man. Anything a man can do, anything that the Israelite man can do, I can do that. I don't need no man. Men are full of shit. They're just talking all kinds of evil towards us, especially the men of the Lord. You Israelite women that have been scoffing and mocking at us, trying to assert authority over us, trying to teach us the scriptures, trying to tell us that we're wrong, we're going off. every idle word, every useless word is going to be used against you in the day of judgment. In Jacob's trouble, when all hell break loose, the hour of temptation, when the MOTB is not mandatory in order to buy or sell, all hell break loose. Now you're going to have to, eat those words now. Apparently, since you don't need them, man. Now you got to eat the words, and now you got to be out there headless, starving to death, dying from deadly pestilences that cannot be cured, being ravished violently, which it means rape. Okay. Just being judged by YAHAWASHI. Now you gotta eat those words now, man. All right. You can be sure that on the judgment day, you will have to give account of every useless word you have ever spoken. Niggas ain't shit. I don't need no man. Anything a man can do, I can do better. All right, we're gonna see in Jacob's trouble when all hell breaks loose. Your words will be used to judge you, to declare you either innocent or guilty. And like they say in the world, words are powerful, man. So be careful what you say. Think, analyze what you desire to say before actually saying it. Okay, because words hold life, and it can either condemn you or it can justify you. Either or. So the Israelite woman, you gotta be more discreet, talk less. All right. Or is it chase? I think chase or discreet is one of them. Okay, so let's get a foolish one would say such thing. A foolish ass bird brain would say some shit like that. I don't need no man. These same bitches that got men on child support. But you need that man, your baby daddy, to get a source of income out by oppressing him financially, mentally, spiritually. But you don't need it. Yeah. Anywho, Proverbs chapter 9, verse 13. Let's get there very quick. So the book of Proverbs, chapter 9, verse 13, the KJV. A foolish woman is clamorous. She is simple and knoweth nothing. Right, clamorous. Let me get that in a common dictionary instead. So clamorous, making a loud, use noise. Right. So a woman that's very see right here on the right. Can you see it right here? Noisy, loud, vocal, talkative. You always gotta get the last word. You always gotta put your input. You always gotta put 2 cents. Shut the fuck up. Right? Shut up. You was the one that got deceived by the ancient serpent with the bullshit philosophy. Not us. Okay? You did, because you're the weaker vessel. So God that thing. Right? Real talk, shut up. So a woman that's full would say such bullshit. I don't need a man. This and that. The same bunch of dumb shit. Alright? Because she is simple, she knows nothing. Alright. A foolish woman is clamorous, noisy, loud, right? Too vocal. She is simple and knows nothing. And why is that? Why is that she knows nothing? This is right there. Alright, so the book of Job, chapter 39, verse 17. Example of why old girl is simple. Eve is simple. She don't know shit. She just talk. It's like her brain, her tongue are unplugged. They're not working. They're not working together. All right. Hey, shalom, YAHAWASHI, HAYA. Subscribe to the brother if you haven't. All right. So yeah, so this is why a woman that's foolish, right? She's clamorous, right? She's very vocal. She's talking. She's simple. She knows nothing because, right? Job 39 verse 17. Because the Most High, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, have deprived her of wisdom. The Israelite woman, so-called black woman, Hispanic woman, Native American woman, especially the so-called black woman. Because the Most High, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, have deprived her of wisdom. What wisdom? The wisdom and knowledge in the Holy Bible. Instructions for you women on how to conduct yourself. Your lot. Be a pillar of rest. Be a helpmeet. All right? Be a man's nurse. Be his massage therapist. Be his cook. Be his waitress, his server. Because that's what woman goes into, female servant. All right? Oh, you damn right you're a woman. You're serving the oppressor. Well, you ain't serving your Lord, your head. It's like, man. Because the Most High, YAHAWASHI, have deprived her of wisdom. Neither have he imparted to her understanding. The majority of our women has no understanding. That's why they bug the fuck out. All right? That's why they say foolish things like, I don't need a man. Whatever the Israelite man can do, I can do better. Man ain't shit. Man is a bunch of nonsense because she's clamorous, she's simple, she knows nothing. Our power deprived her of wisdom, neither have he imparted understanding. That's why the majority of Israelite women just say a bunch of bullshit. And we started off with the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 36 and 37, how every idle word is going to be used against you. Every useless word is going to be used against you in the day of judgment. And it can either justify you or condemn your stupid ass. Okay? I don't need no man and that. But you're just going to be the same dildo head running around saying, I need you. I need you. He was the same one that was talking shit. And Shalom, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI, to Brother Shapar. Shalom, YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. All right. So let's get Matthew real quick. Because we're coming to a time like never before. And you women are going to come to realize, like, damn, I need a man. I can't do what the Israelite man can do. So the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 21, in the KJV, for then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, this age, this era, this generation that shall not pass, right? No, nor ever shall be. So, for example, Jacob's trouble, that great day, is going to be a time like never before. So great that it's going to be far worse than the time of Noah, the flooding, the Sodom and Gomorrah, right? How in the time of Lot, where Sodom and Gomorrah got pretty much fucking melted, and all the other terrible times that YAHAWASHI has visited, okay, to bring judgment. And it's going to be so great, so terrible that there's never going to be a time like it again. So tell me, women, are you not going to need a man in those times when 9/11 is no longer available? Social media is no longer a thing. You can't call nobody for help. The gathering shall not come. Your voice is no longer holds any weight because it's a lawless society. It's a society where it's not against you. It's not for you. It's against your ass now. So go ahead, try to be very vocal and talkative, clamorous in those times and see how far that shit gets you. Okay? All right. Let me get that Good News translation real quick. The Good News translation, it reads, for the trouble at that time, the trouble, Jacob's trouble, for example. For the trouble at that time will be far more terrible than any there has ever been, from the beginning of the world to this very day. Nor will there ever be anything like it again. All right? Jacob's trouble is going to be terrifying, especially for an Israelite woman that's hellish, a hellish Israelite woman, and a hellish Israelite man. And who's our head? Yahawashi Mashiach. So it's going to be very terrible for an Israelite to be hellish in Jacob's trouble, especially for the Israelite woman, because you women don't know how to cope with tribulation better than a man can. All right. Even don't be surprised. You gonna see a bunch of step ass niggas that is going to just somehow just naturally kick into some form of masculinity in a time. But who's gonna be folding up? You women, begging for help, and not just any man, but a man of the Lord, a man of YAHAWASHI. All right, so let's get Jeremiah since we're talking about Jacob's trouble. The 30. So the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 4 through 7 in the KJV. And these are the words that the Lord Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. So concerning both tribes, the southern kingdom and northern kingdom. The southern kingdom, right, so-called Negroes, blacks, your Jamaicans, your Haitians, and then your northern kingdom, right, Ephraim, so-called Puerto Ricans, all the way down to Issachar, so-called Mexicans, all right, and the Native American Indians, similarly Indians, right. And these are the words that the Lord spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah, both kingdoms, 12 tribes. But thus saith the Lord, Yahweh BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. The day of the Lord is of great trembling, fear, destruction, death. All right. Ask ye now and see whether a man do travail of a child. So, just being, I can't think of the word, but just ask yourself this common biological question. Can a biological man give birth? Obviously not, right? Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, on his stomach, on his side, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. So, right? So ask yourself, like, oh shit, like, can a biological dude, can a whole nigga get pregnant and give birth? Obviously not. So why is it that I'm seeing grown ass men with their hands on their stomach screaming like a woman and experiencing the beginning of her birth pains, child laboring? All right, because that's how men are going to be like in Jacob's trouble. These Pookies and Ray Rays and men in general here in America, especially you Ray Rays and Pookies, you're gonna be screaming like a woman and her birth pains, ready to give birth. How much more you women? You women that be saying, I don't need a man. And all faces are turned to paleness. So someone can look, kind of pale in the face because of the amount of fear, PTSD. Okay. A sudden deep shock of fear, being afraid. Verse 7, at last, for that day is great. Remember the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 21, right? How that day is going to be very great, right? It's going to be a time like never before. Jacob's trouble. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, right? For you 2/3, that rebellious stiff-necked house, so-called black man, Hispanic man, Latino man, Indian man. It's like men, women, children, maids, right? Young girls, old, young, doesn't matter. For the 4 tribes that rebellious, that refuse to seek Yahweh BAHASHAM, who refuse to fear, repent, have a deep reverence for, okay? And within that 2/3 who's going to suffer in Jacob's trouble, was it 1 Peter chapter 5 verse 8, if I'm not mistaken, that judgment must begin within the house of Yahweh BAHASHAM. Is paraphrasing, started with the Israelites and its truth. That's rebellious as hell, hard-headed, you're supposed to know better, especially you fucking hair-wrapped demons. All right. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. That he, representing the elect, the 1/3, that remnant, the 144,000 elect men, and then the rest of the Israelites that make up the other Israelite men, Israelite women, Israelite children. Okay, from all walks of life too, even looking like other nations, but he and she is like that. All right, just put that out there for those only Negro Israelites, which I guess. Right. So the point I want to bring this out, because if men are going to be in this state, how much more you women? Who is the weaker vessel? Okay. All right. The second edge. Second edge. 34. All right. 33. So second Esdras, chapter 16, verse 33 and 34 in the Apocrypha, King James Version. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn, having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. Why is that? So, for an example, when you read the book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1, and the expanded Bible version, we're going to get that too, it goes into how that the male population, it goes into how like our power has decimated the male population. Right? Decimate is to kill, destroy, remove a large portion of something, just paraphrasing. So a lot of Israelite men are going to be decimated in the day of the Lord, which is going to make it seem like the Israelite men are being extinct, on the brink of it, because that's how many Israelite men are about to be put to death. So the Israelite women are going to be crying like, yo, like, is there any Israelite men left? Is there any of our men left? All of a sudden, we are your men now. All of a sudden, when you're seeing death just happen before your eyes, and they're going to be desperate for trying to look for a brother, an Israelite man. And not just any Israelite man, but a man of understanding of the scriptures, of prophecies, a testimony of YAHAWASHI Mashiach, the spirit of prophecy. Because that man is, for example, Isaiah 33, verse 6, wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of that time. Not every Israelite man is going to be stable in the mind. They're not going to be sober, calm, collected in the spirit. They're going to be like the man that was described in Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7, or 6 or 7. You know, men, grown-ass men with their hands on their loins, screaming like a woman, afraid, looking like he has been conquered. Okay? So many men will be put to death. A lot of Israelite women going to be mourning for a head, a protector, someone to guide, lead them, protect them, provide, provide and nourish. All right? Verse 34, in the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish for the famine. So, for an example, a lot of women are going to experience their so-called husband being drafted overseas in the valley of YAHAWASHI, mentioned Joel chapter 2, I'm saying. How the a lot of the heathens, even the 2/3 are going to be gathered overseas in West Asia, so-called Middle East, death like Yahweh judgment, or get killed in the wars here. Civil war, just among men. For example, class wars, race wars, civil war. Okay, and if the war doesn't get them, the famine or something's going to get them. But a lot of women are going to become widows, because that's one of the plagues that's going to be sent upon the earth. Second Esdras chapter 15, verse 49. Behold, I send plagues upon thee, widowhood, poverty, famine, pestilence, and the sword of destruction. This paraphrase. Okay, widowhood. Right? A lot of you women are going to become widows so soon. And then you women that don't have a man at all, you're going to be mourning because you don't got one. Especially you so-called sisters. Shalom. You fucking jumping on every fucking platform. Alright? Trying to spit game at every brother. You head rap demons. Gonna be mourning because you don't got a brother now. Ahead. Okay? So for an example, right, another reason why the Israelite woman is going to be mourning, having no helpers, no husband, right? Because they're going to witness a lot of their sisters being raped. It's going to become the new norm for out here in America. Women just getting raped from all ages too. It happened back then. It's still happening to this day. It's going to happen on a greater number when all hell breaks loose. When the society become lawless. The book of Lamentations, chapter 5, verse 11, KJV, they ravaged, right, rape the woman in Zion, think of Northern Kingdom, and the maids, right, young girls in the cities of Judah, whatever, you know, the so-called black women are at, especially here in America, right? So our enemies, right, and pretty much everyone in this world is our enemy. 2/3, you know, Ravens and Pookies are our enemies. The so-called white man is our greatest enemy. The Edomites, the heathens, Goliath, are our enemies. These Gurgu troops, these Mino Spino English troops that's over here are going to be raping you women. You Israelite women out here real soon. Okay? When all hell breaks loose. This is one of many reasons why a woman's going to be desperately seeking for a man. Because they're going to see how there's so many women being trotted down the minor streets, they're being killed, they're being raped violently, and all kinds of crazy shit happening to them. This is the New Living Translation. Our enemies raped the women in Jerusalem, and the young girls in all the towns of Judah, whatever, you know, the southern kingdom will not scatter at. All right? A lot of you Israelite women are about to get raped. Better get your ass in order before it's too late. All right? Because who knows what they're going to be putting inside of you during those, during that, moment, of ravishing you. I'm going to be putting machetes inside of you, broomsticks, and all kinds of shit inside of you. Go back to the KJV. Let's get Micah. Shit, my bad. Micah 7, verse 10. The book of Micah, chapter 7, verse 9 to 10, KJV. I will bear the indignation of the Lord YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, because I have sinned against him, until he plead my cause and execute judgment for me. He will bring me forth to the light, and I shall be righteousness. So one of the many things that we as Israelite men, especially the men of the Lord who's trying our best to serve the Lord, that we having to bear the indignation of our power and indignation is witnessing our servants, the Israelite women, being disrespectful towards us, talking all kinds of shit to us, about us, not reverencing us, right? Not having any respect and admiration for us. They just completely against us. All right? Because one of the elders from GMA Dallas has said, he made a very beautiful point. He said something like, the way how we Israelite men feel towards the Israelite woman is how our Creator feels about us. So we look at our woman, we just get vexed, like, she's disrespectful, out of order, she's fucking naked out here and shit, just wicked as hell, doing all kinds of shit. And we just be looking at our women disgusted. We get upset. Our power is giving us a little, I guess, like a little a sample of how he feels towards us, because we sinned against him. All right. Yahawashi is our head. We went against him. So now we're getting a portion of that cup of how he feels like by having our women, our servants be against us. Okay? That's something we got to bear among with other stuff we got to bear too, right? Lack of respect from people in general, all right? Verse 10, then she that is my enemy shall see it, and shame shall cover her, which said unto me, where is the Lord, YAHAWAH BAHASHAM YAHWASHI, thy power. My eyes shall behold her. Now shall she be trodden down as the mire of the streets. So, for an example, right, that she that is my enemy shall see it. Of course, America, right, the woman in the red dress, America, the whore, all right, is going to soon see that she is an enemy unto YAHAWASHI. Okay, all right, and shame is going to cover America, you know, that whore, and all these Americans that comes in that same vibration as the whore, especially the Israelite woman. This is like double fold, you know, America and, you know, the Israelite woman that comes in the same vibration as America, the whore, that woman, prideful, smug, conceited, a adulterous woman, physically, spiritually, taking on different philosophies and doctrines and causing other men, other nations to go off, right? And the list goes on, right? America itself, with its philosophies, its doctrines, its way of life, it's anti-YAHAWASHI, scoffing and mocking at our power, right? So shame is going to cover modern day Egypt, right? America, and that shame's going to come upon you proud as American woman. The Israelite woman that's prideful as hell, 2/3, a great conflict is coming. All right? You got a lot of our Israelite women that be scoffing and mocking at the brothers, talking all kinds of shit. So the time's gonna come where y'all gonna be trying to What the the block here for that, man. Fucking internet went out, man. I don't know why. But it is what it is. I'm gonna get straight to the point now with the rest of the scriptures. So brought out the video how a lot of these independent women that be kind of foolishness and shit is going to bite them in the ass in the long run. Let's see. Let's get Isaiah real quick. I want to be able to show it on the screen and when I'm reading the scripture to y'all, but fucking internet went out, man. It's fucking devil. Ass nigga. Alright, so let's get this, man. Can't get that fucking internet out. Alright. Book of Isaiah, chapter 32, verses 9 through 11 in the KJV. Rise up, ye women that are at ease, right? That's complacent, free from worries, live an easy life, because we live in a system where it justifies you women to get away with your wickedness. Okay, you're able to win divorce cases, even though you was caught red-handed cheating, committing adultery, I'm gonna say. All right. You don't have any source of income, but for some reason you win the case to have custody over your child. But your baby father, who was financially stable, got a stable income coming in, lose the case, and now he got to pay you every month the money that he works hard to get. But then again, you don't need a man, right? Fuck out of here. Rise up, you women that are at ease, right? Because you got a bullshit job. Bullshit source of income that's ruining your reputation, like a 304 OnlyFans stock and shit. Rise up, you women that are at ease, hear my voice, right? Take heed to the prophets, the Lord's prophets. Take heed to his men, the men that has the testimony of YAHAWASHI, the spirit of prophecy. Listen to these men. Ye careless daughters, give ear unto my speech. Take heed to these warnings, to these teachings. Many days and years, and I'm mistaken, NLT, many days to a year, if I'm not mistaken, something along that line. And then the Good News Translation, it says, this time this year, something along that line. Many days and years shall ye be troubled, ye careless women, for the venture shall fail, and the gathering shall not come. Society is going to collapse. It's going to become a lawless society. All of the assistance that the government, the oppressor, gives you, is going to be gone. The goodies, child support, any kind of financial assistance, government assistance, housing assistance, 911, all of that taken away. So-called protection, so-called security from the oppressor, from 911, gone, done. And the gathering shall not come. In those times, in Jacob's trouble, when all hell break loose, man, the average man out here is not going to be trying to, come to the rescue of a woman. Because if his simple ass does that, he's going to be put to death, Lord willing. Ain't nobody's going to be trying to come to the aid of a American woman, a proud ass woman. Eat your fucking words now. You don't need a man, right? You don't need us, right? You can do bad all by yourself, right? So go do bad by yourself in a lawless society. Tremble, ye women that are at ease, right? Tremble, you Israelite woman that's living a carefree lifestyle. You're complacent. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip ye and make ye bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins. Get ready to catch hell. Get ready to catch hell. Get ready to go through things that you never thought you ever go through. By your damn self too. Alright? The nice clothes you be wearing that be your titties all out. Your damn tuna fish pussy just all out. It's a lot. Okay, my bad. A lot of me straight for that, but You just provoke, you just naked as hell outside. Dressing completely opposite from being modest. All right? Now you about to be looking real hit, smelling real hit. Smelling hit, looking hit. You ain't gonna be looking as good as you think you do now with your war paint, your broomsticks on your eyelids, someone else's hair on your head, your Freddy Kruegers on your fingernails, the so-called pretty clothes you wearing. Nah, you about to be looking real hit out here. I apologize, strip all of that from you. Everything that brings you like comfort about to get taken away. All right. Let me get this right quick. Because I mentioned about how we're not respected, man. You Israelite women don't really respect us, yo. That's why we're gonna go from I don't need a man to I need you. Isaiah chapter 12, verse 11 and 12. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease. A great humbling is coming. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. A great humbling is coming to you proud ass Americans. You proud ass so-called woman. Suffering many great miseries. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Right, this is verse 12. I will make a man more precious than fine gold. Right, the Israelite man, a man of the Lord, Yahawah BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI. Even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir. So when you go into precious, you get YAHAYA. YAHAYA. One of the some of the terms you get is to esteem, be costly, be highly valued, be valuable, right? To be esteemed, respect, and admiration, typically for a person, and that's who? The Israelite man, especially an Israelite man that's serving, fearing, having reverence for Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI is going to finally be respected. The time will come where the true, high, valuable man will be manifested, and that's a son of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, a man, not a woman, a man, an Israelite man, a prince of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI, SHAR Allah. Thy people shall be willing in the day of thy power. Just paraphrasing, when brothers get the spiritual powers, brothers are receiving divine intervention, spiritual benefits, miracles being done for them. Okay. And another reason that's going to make these men more precious than fine gold, right? Because he's going to be a hiding place for you, for the Israelite woman that makes up of the elect. That's part of the elect as well too. The Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 2, and a man shall be as a hiding place. Right, that man is going to be a husband. So you're going to need a husband. You're going to need a man, an Israelite man. You're going to have to become one of his wives. Yeah, I said it. One of his wives. And a man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, from the destruction that is coming into America, the chaos, the wars, the famine, the pestilences. All right, from Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI's wrath. These men are going to be your stronghold, your place of refuge, your safe place, your safe haven. You will need a man. You will need. A man shall be as a hiding place from the wind, and a covert from the tempest, as rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land. All right, so let's go to Isaiah 4:1. book of Isaiah, chapter 4, verse 1, KJV. And in that day, Jacob's trouble, all hell breaking loose. And in that day, 7 women, a complete number of women. We don't know how much each brother is going to get, but brothers going to have multiple wives. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man. That same man that's a hiding place. That same man that's going to be made more precious than fine gold. Like me. And in that day, 7 women shall take hold of one man, saying, we will eat our own bread and wear our own apparel. Only let us be called by thy name. So, right, so YAHAWASHI, you got some sisters like this, like, hey, BARAK, AHTHAH, right? The time's gonna come where the Israelite woman is gonna finally start referring to your brothers as Lord, my King, my Lord, right? Let us be called by that name. So, make them pregnant, make them one of your wives, to take away our reproach, right? Take away their condition of resting upon shame and disgrace. And what is it that the Israelite woman's going to be disgraced about? Not having a husband and not having children, because that's what you was designed to do. Designed for. You was designed to be a helpmeet, a pillar of rest, and you was designed to be you was designed to bear children for the Israelite man. Be a keeper at home, right? Teaching the children good things. All right. You're gonna realize that what you was taught here in America was bullshit, and it left you stranded, hanging out here by yourself now. Now, when you read this in the expanded Bible, at that time, in that day, Jacob's trouble, for an example, 7 women, multiple women, Israelite women, right, will grab one man, these brothers, one of the sons of YAHAWASHI. War will have decimated the male population. So war will have decimated, right, killed, moved a large percentage of the male population in Israel. A lot of Israelites are going to be put to death. And say, we will eat our own bread and wear our own clothes. But please, YAHAWASHI, please marry us. Let us be called by your name. And the woman is called, right? The Israelite woman is called by the Israelite man through sex, which is marriage. Okay? Making her pregnant so she can bear your children. But let us, you notice that it says let us. So women are going to be willing to understand that the Israelite man can have multiple wives. That's how afraid they're going to be out here, that they're going to have no choice but to get with the program of YAHAWASHI or be left out here alone, stranded, death, to die alone. All right? But let us be called by your name. Please take our shame, disgrace from having no husband or children. All right, Lord willing, the lesson was edifying, playing upon the tables. A great humbling is coming to you Israelite women, you proud ass women in America. A lot of you will be put to death, right? Because 2/3 of our nation died, and much more women within our nation than there are men, right? The time's going to come where you're going to have to literally choose, get in order or be left behind. All right, and this lesson was a response to the video that was played in the beginning of the lesson. The link is in the description box. All right, I'm RAWCHAA He Is edified. Let's close out by giving the much due, all praises, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, HAQADASH, double honors, the apostles, elders, and bishops of Great Millstone. Much to respect to you, the works. Shalom to you believers, to the YAHAWAH brothers and you, my sisters who subscribe to this